Good evening. I'm here with Dr. Tracy Higgins, who is a school counselor and a psychiatric nurse practitioner. And today we're going to be interviewing her about her being a school counselor and her process becoming it. So how you doing today, Tracy?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. All right, we're going to get straight into it. First question is going to be, what advice would you give to someone looking to be in your career path?
Well, I would definitely tell them never to give up because on this career path, it's definitely a struggle. And you're going to hear a lot of no's before you hear a lot of yeses.
Great advice. Second question is, how much schooling did it take for you to become a child counselor?
Oh, wow. I have my master's. I attended undergrad for 4 years, and then I did an additional 2 years.
Excellent.
And then I also had to do supervised training before I was able to get my license.
Supervised, how was that?
It was wonderful. It was actually good to see somebody else do it before I get into the field. Took a lot of advice from them.
Right. Okay. What is your favorite and least favorite thing about this career choice?
I would say my favorite thing about it is I love kids. So I love dealing with students and helping them through some of their situations. I would say my least favorite is that the job it never stops. You know, I get calls when I get home, even if I'm off and everything. So I would just say, it never stops, but it is actually something I love to do.
Okay. Before becoming a counselor, did you have any other avenues that you wanted to take?
Of course, I wanted to be a nurse.
Funny enough.
Everything leading up to what I do was always in the path of helping someone. So
Right.
I wanted to be a nurse.
Great answer. Discuss how it is working with several different personalities and backgrounds of children.
I enjoy it a lot. Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. I deal with a lot of hyperactive children.
Right.
And children with, some have mental illnesses, some don't. So it can be overwhelming, but I love it.
Do you have a preference of what type of kids that you like to deal with?
I don't have a preference, but I love all types.
Great.
I don't have a preference.
Can you describe a particular case where it was difficult dealing with a child?
Well, I had a child who used to come to school all the time, very bubbly and very upbeat. Excuse me, just as we was talking, my phone always rings. And very upbeat. One day he came into my office and he was very, very sad looking, and he basically told me that he was beaten by his parents.
Oh, wow, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really hurt me. I actually had to call child services. That hurts a lot.
Wow, yeah.
We never want children to be ripped from their homes,
Right.
but due to circumstances, I had to call child services.
And any updates on that situation?
Unfortunately, the child did not make it, and
Oh, wow.
CPS did not stand up and do what they were actually supposed to do. So we need to do better in that department.
Yes, I can see how that could be extremely unfortunate. And you having to continue on after that, I know that was very difficult for you.
Definitely.
Yes, sorry to hear that. On a scale from 1 to 10, how comfortable are the children at school with you? Sorry.
I would definitely say they're a solid 9. I tend to have the spirit that, gets children to lighten up and talk to me. So they're very eager to come see me.
Right. Why did you pursue this career path?
Well, as I stated before, I love kids.
Right.
I think it's very important to have someone to stand up to help them, to be their voice. A lot of kids are very afraid to say certain things to certain people. And if they feel comfortable with talking to you, you can be their voice and you can express how they feel in a better manner.
Okay. And if not, is there a specific area of counseling you specialize in?
I currently take students of all backgrounds, but my license specializes in behavioral problems.
Okay. And my last question is a little bit more complex. What about yourself What about yourself helps you do you feel like helps you do your job the best?
I would say my patience. I have a lot of patience, and that's what you need to be in this field to deal with children. My passion. I have a lot of passion for what I do, so it's very easy to do my job. And also following the path of putting God first.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I really appreciate your insight on being a school counselor.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Of course.